Come in at night, let's spark a light and see where it leads, just you and me.
Neither you nor anyone else. I don't want to keep any connection with you all. You guys showed how low you can go for fame that can't even spare your own friend. Just don't call me ever again. He ended the call and turned around only to see you standing. Is everything okay? You asked him as he was sounding mad at whoever he was calling a second ago. Oh yes, everything is fine. He smiled and slid the phone in his pocket before coming near you. A smile appeared on his face as he admired his girlfriend from head to toe. What's that? You frowned when he said this instead of complimenting you. What? Is this dress not looking good on me? Of course you are looking gorgeous, but did you not get enough sleep? You look tired. He said, gently tucking a string of your hair behind your ear. You sighed. Yesterday I drank so much coffee and then struggled to sleep all night. He chuckled. Am I looking bad? Should I put on more makeup? He shook his head. You don't need to do anything. I didn't say that there's a change in your beauty. You always look gorgeous and no one can beat your beauty. You smiled shyly when he kissed your forehead. We should leave for the party. It would take at least half an hour to reach the venue. He nodded and walked to the table to get his things. Did you get the present? You smiled, something he would never forget. He looked at you and chuckled before nodding. Let's go then. He cut the call. He had started to think of himself very big. He said, throwing his phone on the desk in anger. Leave it, bro. He doesn't want to be our friend anymore. He was never one of us, so it's of no use. Let him live his life the way he wants. Rivan looked at him. He was already pissed. Leave him? He has started to look down on us. Just because he became more successful. Did you see how he talks? He insulted me and I won't let him go that easily. We didn't do good to him, so his anger is justified. We made him feel used and we did use him from the start. I still feel guilty. A woman came inside the office. Did I disturb? Rivan got up. Come inside, Jess. You came at the right time. She walked inside and sat on a chair before crossing her legs. What's the update? Karen looked at them confused. What update and who is she? Relax. Let her speak. Jess sighed. That guy is a Dumbo. Even in the drunken state, he didn't even let me come near him. I've never felt that much insulted in my whole life, and this happened just because of you, she said, pointing her index finger at him. Calm down. It was your first meeting. I told you he's different, but don't worry, just keep trying. He won't be able to resist a beautiful woman for long. She scoffed and crossed her arms. What is happening? Will you explain, Rivan? Rivan rolled his eyes and looked at him. I have hired Jess to ruin that Jungkook. Once we get some pictures of them together, it won't take me much time to ruin the image of the hair of John holding. Karen got up. Have you lost your mind? How can you even think about it? He is our friend. He is not our friend anymore. You heard from him, right? Yes, because that time also you broke his trust and put him in that case, and now you are repeating the same. He looked at Jess. He has a girlfriend, so you better not try. He would never even look at you. Rivan frowned. Girlfriend? When did it happen? It's been 3 months. His secretary, she is his girlfriend now. Everyone knows, so you better focus on your work instead of ruining him. He grabbed his coat and left the room in anger. Seems like your friend admires him more than you. He's no one anyways. He looked at Jess. Now our work become easier. She looked at him confused. What do you mean? Hey Spring, I have a plan. Jungkook closed the door after you sat inside the car and came inside from the other side before closing the door. Shall we? You smiled and nodded while he started the engine before driving. If it wasn't a work party, I would have ditched it and take you on a date. You are looking gorgeous. You blushed. No need to butter me up. I'm telling you the truth. I wish you could see yourself through my eyes and then you'll realize what you mean to me. You looked outside the window because your face turned red as he made you blush so hard. If you don't get tired after party, then we can still go on a date. You looked at him and nodded. Even if I will still go. He chuckled while his phone rang. You are getting a call. Jungkook checked the caller ID and he looked annoyed. Turning it into a silent mode, he gave you his phone to hold it. Why aren't you answering? It's not important. Hold it and don't answer. You nodded, although you were a little curious to know why he suddenly looked so annoyed by a phone call. Is everything okay? You look worried. He smiled at you and nodded. I'm fine. We are about to reach. You nodded and then there was a silence. His phone vibrated and although you would never look into it, but you thought you were holding your phone, so you checked the screen only to see a woman's name and pictures that aren't appropriate. Your heart dropped and you felt the tears in your eyes. Jungkook noticed you looking at his phone. Ryan, are you okay? His heart clenched when you looked at him and he noticed tears in your eyes. What happened? Are you crying? Stop the car. He frowned. Why? What happened all of a sudden? I said stop the car, Jungkook. He stopped the car and looked at you. What happened? He was worried. Who is Jess? His brows knitted. Jess? I don't know. Don't try to make a fool out of me, Jungkook. Just tell me how you know this woman and who is she. I don't know anyone with this name. Why are you even asking? Then why is this number saved in your phone? And these pictures? Do you think any girl will send you such pictures without knowing you? You showed him the phone and his heart dropped. I never thought you were like this. You look broken and disappointed. Jungkook took the phone. I don't know how this number came in my phone. Trust me, Ryan. You looked away holding your tears. Ryan, trust me, I didn't even set password in my phone. You know I don't love anyone except you. I'm going home. You were about to leave the car but he grabbed your hand. Don't you trust me? I will find out who did this. Believe me, Ryan, I never lied to you and right now I'm telling you the truth. You try to hold back your anger because you know Jungkook for many years and he's not that type of a guy, so it would be a stupidity to not believe him. You think it would work? What if he come looking for me insanely mad? I saved my number in his phone getting a chance. Don't worry, I want him to come to you. You both were so excited before coming in the party, but now your mood ruined. Jungkook was looking at you from time to time, but you were still not talking. Mr. Jungkook, thank you so much for attending this party. We are glad to be with you here. Jungkook smiled, although it was fake at this moment. Neither he wanted to be in this party nor he was enjoying it. All he wanted was to go and find out who did that to him. It's my pleasure to meet you here. They laughed. And I have heard you and Miss Wyan are in a relationship now. Congratulations for that. You smiled while Jungkook looked at you. Then they left you two together, but you weren't looking at Jungkook. Wyan, please try to believe me. I promise you that I will find out who is behind all this. I just want you to trust me. I hope whatever you are saying is true. I would never want to hate you, but if it turns out to be true, I will never be able to forgive you, Jungkook. He nodded. I will never let that happen because I know exactly where I get all my answer. Jungkook came in the same bar he was that day when Jess was trying to come closer to him, but even in the drunken state, he didn't let her touch him. He is a one-woman man and always loved you even before you guys came into the relationship and still love you. He went straight to the bartender before showing him a picture of her that she sent him. Do you know anything about this woman? A day before yesterday she was here in the club. Is she a regular customer? The bartender took his phone and looked clearly before nodding. She is Jess. She works in the club. Jungkook slid the phone in his pocket. Is she here right now? Yes, but she is attending customers. Do you have an appointment? Now Jungkook realized what kind of work she does. I want to meet her. Can you call her? I told you she is busy. You can only get to meet her in the morning if you don't have an appointment with her. Jungkook didn't want to wait and he decided to look for her by himself, but when he turned back, his heart dropped when he saw you. He quickly came near you. Why, what are you doing here? You looked at him. I found out about that woman. She's a... Wait, did you also come here looking for her? He nodded. Yes, I remember that I saw her day before yesterday when I came here with one of my friends. I think she or someone added her number in my phone. I want to know what they exactly wanted to do. They won't let us meet her, so we have to find her. Don't worry, I know where is she. He looked at you confused. I asked a friend of mine. She is with him. Jungkook hugged you. Thank you. Thank you for trusting my love. I should say sorry for doubting you. I'm sorry. He broke the hug and looked at you. Don't apologize. Let's go now. He nodded and grabbed your hand before you both walked towards the rooms. I said I don't know anything. I will call the guards if you guys don't leave. I attended so many customers in a day. It's not my job to remember them, and who knows you came here too. You don't look that innocent to only come here for drinks. She said, looking at Jungkook while you came near her and slapped her cheek hard. Silently tell us, why did you do all that, or else I'll kill you. Why did you send those pictures on his phone, and how did you get his number? Your friend pulled you back. Wyan, calm down. This is your last chance to tell the truth, or else police would do their work. She glared at him, but she knew they won't spare her before she tell them the truth. Rivan told me to do that. Jungkook's eyes widened. Rivan? You mean... He looked at Jungkook, who was now fuming with anger. Is she talking about your friend Rivan? Jungkook left the room in anger while you tried to follow, but James stopped you. Let him handle this. He looked at Jess. You should be ashamed of yourself. After finishing his work, Rivan was leaving the office while trying to contact Jess, but her phone was switched off. No one is trustworthy these days. He ended the call, but then the door opened and his heart dropped when he saw Jungkook coming inside. Jungkook, he straight came to him and threw a punch on his jaws before grabbing his collar. What are you doing? I told you to stay away from me. How much low you will still fall, huh? What were you trying to prove by doing all that? Rivan tried to free himself. What are you talking about? Have you gone mad? Why did you hire that girl, huh? You think you would ruin my image by playing this dirty game? You know why you are no one, because you are a monster. I can't believe you're still living this way even after what you did in the past. I regret befriended with you. Rivan pushed him away and fixed his collar. Don't try to act innocent, okay? Don't forget you are also involved in that. You played with that girl's life too. Jungkook punched him. I did nothing. I did not even know her. You dragged me in that. You trapped me in that. And if you try to interfere in my life again, I will kill you with my own hands. He punched him again before leaving. During high school, they all were involved in a case related to a girl's. Rivan and his other friends were involved in that, but they fabricated false proof and dragged Jungkook in that too, when he was completely innocent and wasn't even there at that moment. They somehow get away from that because of their families, but Jungkook broke friendship with them. It took him so much time to move on, but his friends started to get jealous of him, especially Rivan, and that's why he tried every possible way to bring him down. You came and sat beside Jungkook before extending a cup of coffee towards him. He slowly turned his face towards you. Coffee? He took the glass, but he was looking sad. You know his story and you were now regretting for blaming him, but that time you really didn't able to think properly. You would never be able to live if you find out that he's cheating on you, but Jungkook is not that type of man. Jungkook, I know I also hurted you for not trusting you. I'm sorry, I was just not in my mind after seeing those pictures. He put the cup on the table and hugged you, making you surprised for a second. It wasn't your fault. I might have acted the same way if I saw that on your phone. But fine, I want you to know that you are the only one I love. I would never choose another woman over you. Never ever. He broke the hug. I really love you. You nodded. I know, and I'm so lucky to be the woman you love. I love you too. You cupped his face and kissed him on his lips. Thank you for being the best boyfriend. You said, breaking the kiss. I don't want to be your boyfriend anymore. Let's get married. Will you? He chuckled and nodded. Yes, I will marry you. He smiled and you both hugged again.